Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Looney, and today we're going to look at Amazon. That's because one of my subscribers requested to take a look at Amazon, and it just reported its Q2 2025 earnings and actually beat expectation, but the stock ended up dropping. And we're going to look at the story behind the numbers and what investors are saying about where Amazon goes from here. Before we get into it, quick shout out to the Discord. It is free to join, and then I also offer a premium membership. It's $8 a month, and that gives you access to one-on-one coaching. I do trade callouts. I have an option selling course. I do giveaways and more. But the links to that are in the description. Let's get into this. So we're going to look at Amazon. I have a very small position into Amazon, and I haven't been investing at all into Amazon. And that's just because I've been seeing more opportunity cost in other positions, whether it be crypto or some other growth companies. But it doesn't mean I don't think Amazon's a great stock. We all know Amazon. We all use Amazon. It is a big brand, and it's here to stay. But its earnings actually beat what were expectations, but it still dropped. And we're going to go over why that happened and also how well it did for earnings. And the first thing is it beat a lot of its estimates. So net sales actually rose around 13% year over year to 167 billion. And again, earnings per share was 1.68 and its estimated earnings were 1.33 earnings per share. So very good numbers on that side. And also investor sentiment soared. So guidance for Q3 operating income came in between that 15 to 20 billion versus 19 billion that actually came out. And this is what triggered that 7 to 8% in the stock post earnings. It really was that the guidance for the future is where it missed. And that is not bad news necessarily. That is short-term volatility. I think this is a very strong company. And I wouldn't be going all in, but also I wouldn't be nervous. I see the stock growing to 500 at some point, 400, and it might not be tomorrow, but eventually this stock will finally get its moment. Its revenue was up 18% year over year to around 31 billion, but it did lag comparing to Microsoft and the Google cloud growth, and margins ended up shrinking around 33%. So that is a big issue. The other thing that I've noticed was the Jeff Bezos, the CEO, has been selling. He's been selling a lot of his shares. He sold around 6 billion. But again, I don't see this as a big risk. It does affect the company, or it affects what the stock is doing. But on a long term, this is a very strong company. Amazon is here to stay. It is firing on many cylinders. It's beating earnings, and it just continues to dominate into any space. It's even going into the AI space as well, and expecting to spend over 100 billion in 2025 on data centers and infrastructure, all while scaling its services like Alexa and Project Cooper and satellite broadband. So the macro risks do still remain. We have the tariffs and the global trade uncertainty, which could squeeze margins if costs increase and aren't absorbed or passed on. So market watchers and myself will be watching its growth versus its peers and see how it does in the AI space. I think Amazon's a great company. We could even scroll down here. It has that it is a buy. It is a buy according to almost all the analysts. Out of the 72, 96% of them said it was a buy. And I agree. I think this is a great stock to buy. And I was buying for a while. I got at that 155, but I ended up stopped doing it because I wanted to move that money elsewhere in more risky plays and getting that opportunity cost. Because although I do see this stock growing, I want a stock that will grow a lot bigger and just have that speculative play. 35% is good. It could be competitive with the market in general, but I want a stock that grows more than Amazon. So that's why I haven't been actively investing into it. Who knows if Amazon decides to go under 200, might start looking at it. And yeah, I think this is a great company. If you're already invested, I would just say hold it. And if you're looking to build a position, I think this is a great time to buy. I wouldn't go all in, but I would definitely deploy a little bit if you want to at least get some skin in the game. And let's just look at the advanced chart. Let's see how it's doing in the Bollinger Band and just its RSI. So if we zoom out to the 1 year, because that's really what we should be looking at in the long term. So the long term, it's actually undervalued right now. We could just look at it. The RSI is on the lower side. RSI is a little towards the middle, but closer to the lower. Anything under 30 RSI, that just means that the stock is oversold. And then also the Bollinger Band, it's actually pretty close to, or it's actually under what the lower Bollinger Band, which is very unusual for stocks to do. They only do that around 5% of the time, and we can see it quickly jumps. As soon as it go under those blue lines, that's the Bollinger Band, it will come back in. So it only happens a few times. This is one of those that it has happened in the past year. So this seems like a great buying opportunity, a great time to get into the stock. Also, I have the 200 moving average. So this is one that it's getting close to. And yeah, there's never a good time. There's never a perfect time to buy. This might be the bottom or it might go lower. So you would just do that dollar cost averaging. That would be the best strategy to do with this sort of company, this strategy in general. That's what I was doing. I was doing $1 a day, ended up stopped doing it, and it's only taking up 0.94%. And yeah, that's really what I wanted to go over, is that Amazon really is just taking control and firing on many of its cylinders. It's still beating earnings, and it's overall here to stay. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and comment how much Amazon you're invested in, and let me know. Until next time, peace.